Hi, it's Vicky. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to go through pregnancy yoga poses or shapes, however you want to call them, that are really good when you're feeling tight, because as you grow, I noticed when I was pregnant that this whole area can get really quite tight, especially in your second and third trimester. So this is a really good one for all trimesters, safe for all pregnant women, but definitely always listen into your body. It's been almost 2 years since I had my baby boy, and I hope that I can help you stay nice and confident, relaxed, strong throughout your pregnancy. So we are going to do a little bit of strengthening today as well, but easy strengthening that's going to support you when you have your baby as well. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. Knees can be crossed or in front of you, so you can have your knees bent in front of you if that's more comfortable. And then from here, letting your eyes close for a moment. You can keep them open at a soft gaze if you prefer. Coming into your breath, letting it draw deep down into your belly. On an inhale, you can let the eyes come to a gentle gaze. Going to reach one arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, trickle the opposite fingers over. Take a big side stretch here. Maybe you can come down onto the elbow, but just easing into that stretch, opening up between the ribs and the hips, so creating space here through the side body. Take another round of breath here. Then letting that arm drift up slowly, reaching up through the other arm, up and over. Maybe you can come down onto the elbow. Definitely take it easy. One more round of breath. And finding your way back to center. And then from here, just going to take little pelvic tilts. So on an inhale, you're going to scoop through the belly just a little bit. Now, by all means, bring your feet further away from you, especially depending if you're bigger or not. So we're just going to take a little pelvic tilt here, scoop everything in, and then release it off, tilt the pelvis away from you. Tap the pelvis under slightly, and then release it off, draw it away from you. Okay. From here, we're going to find your way onto your hands and your knees. And I pretty much spent most of my pregnancy on all fours, honestly. It is a really good way to making sure that a baby stays neutral. So my baby did try and turn around, so he tried to go posterior quite a lot. And then from here, just let your hips wriggle around. And I found that being on all fours was really helpful to letting him see the world. So they say that the baby, if he is or she loves mummy or is a little bit shy to see the world, that they will try to stay posterior. So we really wanted to tell them that it's okay, give it a rub, and that, yeah, they're ready to see the world, especially when you're about to give birth. Okay, from here, you're just going to come to easy cat-cow. So on an inhale, let your hips come up, extend the chest forward, gaze up. And then exhale, round up through the back. Send your hips a little bit back, let your head come down, relax here. And then inhale, release the belly, release the chest forward. Then exhale, scoop everything in. And then finding your neutral spine here. Without any closed twisting, you're just going to lift one arm up towards the sky, inhale. So a tiny little opening for the chest, the shoulder, and then exhale, drop it down. Inhale, release the other arm up towards the sky, and then exhale, lower it down. And then just going to slide any bolsters or props out of the way here, coming into the strengthening component. So you wouldn't believe how strong your arms need to be when you have a newborn. You can extend one leg out and behind you here, and then just push through the foot. So push-ups are a pretty safe way, we're going to go quite easy, to build the strength in your upper body and still working on that core. So from here, you're going to hug the elbows in, draw them down towards the hips, just coming down a little bit. And then pushing back up through the earth. and we're going to go for 10 on this side if you can, okay? So depending, I mean, obviously, if it's too much, you can always just pause, take a break, exhaling down or up, whatever feels better for you. So really listening in to your own body and your own breath. We're halfway, and you can choose how deep you come down. I think it's 2 more. Nice. From here, take a break, coming into child's pose, bring your knees nice and wide. And I really like to come into kind of a different child's pose when I was pregnant. So I came onto the elbows a little bit more. But if you'd like to come into a traditional child's pose, you can sink the hips back. I like to just come more into a kind of a half puppy. So from here, just allowing your head to soften, shoulders to soften. Feet can be tucked or untucked. Most important part is to making sure that baby's got lots of space. So when we're opening up the body before birth, we want to make sure that the body's got heaps of space, heaps of length, heaps of room for baby. Taking one more under breath here. Then finding your way up, back onto all fours. We're coming into the other side for those push-ups. So when you're ready, finding your way to neutral, extend the other leg behind you and then just tuck the toes here. We're going to come to 10 easy push-ups here. So bending through the elbows, hugging everything in down towards the hips. Inhale or exhale, and then inhale or exhale up. So exhaling on the effort is better for me, but by all means doing what feels good for you. And again, just coming down to what you can. I think we've done 5. Halfway. Two more. Nice, so that's going to keep you nice and safe and strong enough to hold your baby, okay? Alright, from here, just going to turn your wrists around if that feels okay for them, and then just do some little circles on those wrists. So the wrists often get quite tight as well when you are a mother, and it can happen at any stage. So I'm still lifting my 2-year-old most of the time, he's almost due. You'll be surprised how much strength you actually need in your body. And then from here, just release them back to neutral, so turning them forward again. I'm just going to work on a little bit of pelvic tilting. So we're going to inhale, draw the belly in a little bit. So tucking the tailbone under, and then exhale, release. And then reverse the breathing to see if it feels better. So we're going to inhale with an exhale in, and then inhale, release. So you can choose which type of breathing you'd like to take here. So I prefer to exhale on the in, and then inhale on the release. But it's a bit better for your back, if you've got a tight back at all, to inhale on the in, and then exhale on the release. And then from here, just reach up through our arm again, inhale. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, float it down. From here, you're going to step 1 foot forward to the outside of the hand there. And then we're going to just work a little bit on chest and shoulder opening. So often this area can get quite tight. Just going to reach the arms out to the side, let the belly kind of expand out. So give yourself lots of room. You can walk the foot out wider. drawing little elbow circles here. So often when we're carrying the baby, so this is kind of more for after birth as well, but even when you're pregnant, you can start to, as your breasts grow and everything, you can start to round out more. So this is more about opening up through the chest, making sure that that posture stays really good. Going for one more. It's also just a really nice massage on those shoulders. And step that foot back, and then you're going to send the other foot to the outside again, making sure you've got lots of space for the belly. And allow the hip flexor to soften. Going for one more here. And then coming on down, you're going to find your bolster here, or if you've got a pregnancy pillow, they work magic. I just use my bolster during pregnancy, but I've heard that the pregnancy pillows are very, very good. So you're going to place that, so making sure that you're on your left side. You're going to bring the bolster in between the knees here, and then just really supporting the body with the hands as you come down. So it's really important to be very gentle with coming up too quickly or too slowly here. And then if you've got another pillow handy, you're placing it on the top of your arm that you're resting on, and then allowing your, otherwise just bringing your hand underneath your head here, allowing your whole body to rest. This will be your shavasana today. Softening into the shoulders, the face. Releasing any areas of tension throughout the body, the hips. And start to come back, listening into your breath, tuning into the body, and then using your hands, pushing into the earth, slowly coming up and finding your way to a comfortable seated position. So I want to take this time to congratulate you and know that if you've got any questions about pregnancy, I didn't do a pregnancy yoga video the first time around when I was pregnant because I wasn't sure how it was going to go, to be honest, but I had a pretty good birth. I'm really lucky to have this beautiful boy in my life now, and I know it can be a pretty daunting experience. And yeah, if you do have any questions or anything, please do comment below. Otherwise, enjoy this beautiful time of your life. I really appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.